My beloved child, do you not realize nothing is a coincidence? You are standing here in this very moment not by chance, but because the universe has aligned it, because I have led you to this pivotal moment. A priceless opportunity awaits you, a rare gift that appears only once in a lifetime. A door is opening, inviting you into a new chapter, but only if you are awake enough to see it and brave enough to step through it. This is the moment of transformation, the door to a new reality, where goodness will pour over you like a waterfall of grace. But remember, it will only unfold when you are ready to rise, to cross the line of fear, hesitation, and the limits you once placed upon yourself. This is not just a time of change, it is a revolution of your soul. A turning point that marks a shedding of the old, where you will no longer be who you were yesterday. You cannot wait for a miracle to come without reaching out to claim it. Restoration is not a gift placed passively into open hands. It is a reward for those bold enough to declare it and receive it through faith. This is not the time to sit still and hope destiny will shift on its own. This is the moment for you to act, to step forward, to break the chains that have held you back, to rise like a warrior ready to conquer your destiny. Everything you once lost, the dreams you thought were shattered, the hopes that were extinguished, can now be restored, but only if you are strong enough to reclaim them. You must not allow the past to rule your present or block your radiant future. Remember this, darkness can only cover where there is no light, and you are that light. If you move forward in faith, nothing can stop your ascent. Walk with conviction. Don't wait for the perfect moment, because this is the moment you've been waiting for. The conditions around you may not be perfect, but what matters most is not the circumstance, but the spirit and will within you. When you choose to move forward, when you declare your restoration, all of heaven will shift to support you. Doors you thought were sealed shut will open. Barriers once thought unbreakable will fall. You only need to take the first step. And then, step by step, you will see everything begin to change. Do not fear, do not doubt. Do not let anyone or anything make you shrink back. Boldly declare, I step into my season of resurrection. I step into my moment of victory. I step into the destiny that was always meant for me. Speak it with all your faith, with all the strength within you. Let the universe hear it. Let your own soul hear it. Because when you speak with conviction, you will see miracles unfold right in your life. Life holds turning points, moments where you must decide whether to seize them or let them slip away forever. This is one of those moments. This is not just another day. This is a day of shift, a chance to step out of your comfort zone, to break free from old limits and walk into a brighter future. But my child, I want you to understand something crucial. This opportunity will not always be there. If you hesitate, if you lack the courage to act, it may disappear forever. How many times have you looked back at the past and asked yourself, if only I had acted sooner, if only I hadn't been afraid, if only I had dared to seize that opportunity? How many times have you allowed worry, insecurity, or the opinions of others to hold you back from moving forward? But my beloved, today, right now, you are no longer standing at the crossroads of regret. You are standing at the threshold of an entirely new future, and you have the power to choose whether or not to step into it. Do not let fear control you. Do not let that small, uncertain voice in your mind whisper, it's not the right time, maybe tomorrow, maybe someday. Because the truth is, someday may never come. All you truly have is today, this very moment, and the opportunity standing in front of you right now. If you don't take it, you may lose it forever. My beloved child, I know that the first step is always the hardest. I know you've stumbled, been hurt, and even lost faith in yourself along the way. But I also know that you are stronger than you think. I see within you a radiant light, a flame that cannot be extinguished, a resilient spirit that is ready to rise above every challenge. Let that light guide you. Let your faith grow stronger than your fear. I have seen all that you've gone through. I know the silent battles you've fought in the darkness, the tears you've wiped away when no one was there to see, the deep sighs heavy with pain, and the prayers that you've never spoken aloud but carved deep into your soul. I understand the moments when you felt alone, exhausted, and on the verge of breaking beneath the weight of life. There were times when you wanted to give up, when it felt like you had nothing left to keep going. But, my beloved, you didn't give up. And because of that, I tell you now, your breakthrough is near. Every moment you endured, every second you held on, none of it was meaningless. Every challenge you faced was not random. It was preparing you for something greater. Every pain, every wound you carried was not the end of your story. They were the opening lines of a new chapter, one where you will be restored, where you will rise stronger than ever before. But you must understand this. Breakthroughs do not arrive like sudden miracles out of nowhere. They require readiness. They demand that your heart be open and your spirit attuned to recognize the moment when it comes. And my dear one, this is that moment. Pause for a while. Breathe deeply. Let your soul grow still and listen. Can you feel it? That subtle stirring all around you is the current of transformation. That powerful flow of energy is waiting for you to step into it. This is not your imagination, and it's not a fleeting emotion. This is a calling, a clear and divine signal that you are standing at the edge of something extraordinary. I know you may still feel afraid. You may be asking yourself, is this really the opportunity I've been waiting for? Am I truly strong enough to begin a new journey? Let me remind you, greatness was never meant for those who hesitate. Destiny only opens its doors to the hearts bold enough to walk through them. If you keep waiting for perfect certainty, if you allow fear to dominate your decisions, you may miss the destiny that was always meant for you. Look back at your journey. How many times did you believe you couldn't go on, yet here you are, still standing? How many doors seemed to slam shut, only for new paths to open in unexpected ways? This is not the first turning point in your life, but this time, something is different. You are wiser now, stronger, and more prepared. You've walked through enough storms to understand that everything happens for a reason, and now you are finally able to see the divine pattern woven through it all. You don't need to understand every step ahead right now. You don't need to have all the answers in your hands. All you need is to trust and keep moving forward, because with each step you take, what you need will begin to unfold. Just like the rising of the sun, the light doesn't appear all at once. It gradually dispels the darkness, gently illuminating each part of the path before you. Trust that you are on the right course, and that every step you take is being guided by a power far greater than yourself. Listen to your heart, for it will not deceive you. Your heart already knows the right path, and your soul is ready. You can feel the subtle stirrings of a new beginning. It's like a gentle breeze brushing past you, or a soft beam of light touching the depths of your spirit. Let this transformation embrace you. Let it flow through you like a river that carries away every barrier, every chain, every fear that has held you back for far too long. Beloved one, This is not merely an ordinary change. This is your rising. This is the moment you are being called into your true destiny. This is the time for you to lift your head high, no longer weighed down by the burdens of the past. It is the moment for you to step out from the shadows of doubt and into the realm of light, where you are free, where you can live in alignment with who you were always meant to become. Imagine yourself as a seed that has been buried beneath the earth for a long time. You have endured the darkness. You have absorbed all the lessons you needed. You have gathered the strength to rise. And now, spring has come. The sun is shining. The rain of grace is gently nourishing your soul. This is your time to grow, to bloom, to reach for the light you've always longed for. So don't turn away from this moment. Don't let hesitation pull you back into the old safety, the place that once felt familiar but now confines you. Let the old limitations collapse. Let the old worries make room for a renewed confidence. I have seen the potential in you all along, and now it is time for you to see it too. You don't need to have everything under control. You don't need to wait for things to be perfect. All you need to do is take the step. When you choose to trust, when you choose to act, the entire universe aligns to help you move forward. The door is opening, and all you have to do is walk through it. Let change guide you. Let your heart receive it not with fear, but with excitement, because you are not alone. I am here. I have always been here, watching over every step you take, walking beside you on this journey. And I say to you again, this is your moment. Embrace it. Everything is now aligning to bring you the very best. Every fragment of your life that once seemed scattered is beginning to come together in perfect harmony. This is the moment you've been waiting for. The moment when your prayers are no longer just whispered hopes, but seeds that have begun to blossom into fruit. You are not alone on this journey. There is an invisible yet mighty hand that has guided you, is guiding you now, and will continue to lead you into a season of abundant grace. A season of restoration, open doors, and miracles beyond anything you ever thought you were worthy to receive. What was once delayed does not mean it was denied. The dreams you thought had come to an end are now rising again, stronger than ever before. Your waiting has not been in vain, and the trials you have patiently endured were never without purpose. My beloved, you are stepping into a season of answered prayers, a season marked by increasing grace and divine protection. This is the time when what you once planted in quiet tears will begin to blossom in joy. You will come to see that every drop of sweat, every moment of perseverance, and every time you chose hope instead of surrender was seen, recorded, and remembered. Nothing you gave was ever wasted, and now you are about to witness the reward of your faithfulness and endurance. The doors you once knocked on and never received a reply, the opportunities you chased that seemed to slip through your fingers, all of that is about to change. The doors that were once tightly shut will now open effortlessly. The invisible barriers will no longer stand in your way, and the obstacles that once hindered you will fall away. You will begin to see favor unfolding before you, paths becoming clear, and yourself walking into a new reality where what was once heavy and hard becomes light, like a spring breeze brushing gently across your face. You will no longer need to strive for recognition, nor fight for every fragment of abundance, because now grace will find you, and the doors will open simply because you have arrived. Those who once overlooked you, who dismissed your efforts, and failed to see your worth will no longer be able to ignore the profound transformation you are undergoing. They will recognize the light within you and the greatness you have always carried, not because you changed to please them, but because you have been lifted to a new level where their validation is no longer something you seek, but something that inevitably follows when you walk in alignment with your true calling. My beloved, lift your head high and walk forward with confidence, for the days ahead will be unlike anything you have ever experienced. Prepare your heart to receive unexpected invitations, opportunities that once seemed like distant dreams, and new connections that will lead you into territories you never imagined you could enter. Be ready for promotion, for wide open doors, and for the kind of transformation that cannot be stopped. You have done your part. You have been faithful with what was small, and now you are being positioned in a place of overflow, of expansion, of a life full and complete. The life you were always meant to live. This is not merely a season of change. It is a divine transition. You are being moved from a place of waiting into a place of fulfillment, from the shadows of obscurity into the light of recognition. You are no longer someone searching for your place. You have become a mountain that cannot be moved, a light that cannot be hidden. Divine protection now surrounds you, guarding you from what was never meant to touch you, blocking unworthy hands, and guiding you into the land of promises that have long been prepared for you. But you must be ready. Do not hesitate. Do not fear. Do not allow past failures to rob you of the joy this season brings. Do not let old wounds convince you to doubt the beauty of what is coming. Trust, for everything that has happened had its reason. What you endured was not punishment, it was preparation. Every hardship has strengthened you, every sorrow has shaped you, and now you are ready to receive everything that has always belonged to you. Your life is undergoing a profound transformation, stronger, deeper, and more powerful than anything you've ever experienced before. Everything that once delayed you, everything that once weighed heavily on your heart, is now being lifted to make room for something greater, more complete, and far beyond what you could ever imagine. This is not an ordinary change. This is a destined turning point. A perfect orchestration by the universe to lead you to where you truly belong. Prepare your heart and mind, because you are about to enter a season where everything will unfold rapidly, fully, and with unstoppable momentum. Financial blessings you never dared to dream of are already on their way to you. New opportunities, doors you once thought were out of reach, are now opening effortlessly before you. The people you are meant to meet, the relationships that could transform your life, the connections that bring true value. All of it is coming into your life at the right moment, under the right circumstances, in alignment with a divine plan long set in motion. Do not doubt what you feel deep within your heart. You may have waited patiently for what felt like forever. You may have endured trials that made you question whether you could go on, but look back. None of it was in vain. Every moment was preparation for this one. This is your time, the moment you are meant to rise, to step out of the shadows and receive all that was always meant for you. You don't have to wait any longer. This is your time to rise, to step into the light that has always been yours. It is time to stop doubting your worth, to stop fearing what lies ahead, and to boldly step into the destiny that I have prepared for you. The waiting is over. The path ahead is wide open. Nothing can hold you back now. Not fear, not judgment, not even the doubts you've held within yourself. Believe that you were born to shine, to thrive, to live a full and meaningful life. Can you feel it? Can you sense the shift in the air, the change in the energy around you? This is not a dream. This is not wishful thinking. This is the reality you are stepping into. Everything you once prayed for, hoped for, longed for, it is all now making its way to you. Every blessing you once thought was too far out of reach is now closer than ever before. What was once delayed, what you thought was lost, is returning, not just in a new form, but with a level of abundance far beyond what you expected. So don't look back on the past with regret. Don't let past failures define who you are. Look ahead with confidence and unwavering faith that everything coming your way is for you, meant for you. Do not fear that you are unworthy. Do not doubt that good things are not meant for you. You have come too far to question the goodness that is arriving. You are ready to receive the most incredible blessings that the universe, that life, that I myself have prepared just for you. Can you feel it? A powerful flow of abundance is rushing toward you. Everything you once longed for, dreamed of, quietly hoped for through the long and weary seasons, now it's closer than it's ever been. Money is no longer something you need to worry about, because streams of income you never expected are beginning to emerge. Expanding opportunities, valuable invitations, and broader financial pathways are being laid out for you to walk upon. You once felt like you had to struggle, to fight constantly just to find stability. There were moments when you thought that no matter how hard you tried, nothing would ever change. But my child, those were only temporary trials. Now, I want you to know that your waiting has not been in vain. The days you persevered in your work, even when no one saw, the long nights you poured your silent efforts into, even when no one acknowledged them, all of it has been accounted for, and now, the universe is responding with blessings far greater than you ever imagined. Abundance is coming to you not just in one area, but in every aspect of your life. If you're seeking promotion in your work, that door is now opening. If you long for financial stability, the provision is already on its way. If you are building your own path, this is the moment when you step into your greatest season of success. Everything will begin to flow with ease. No more barriers to hold you back. What once felt like obstacles or trials will now become launching pads to lift you to new heights. You no longer need to chase after success with exhaustion, because success is coming to find you. No more days of draining struggle. No more feeling like you must give your all just to see small results. You have stepped into a season where everything you touch will flourish. You will begin to see the fruit of your perseverance, to see that the work you've poured yourself into is finally bearing profit. Opportunities you once thought were too distant will now come to you more easily than ever before. These blessings are not here simply because of luck, but because you planted the right seeds and nurtured them with perseverance, faith, and devotion. Now, you only need to open your arms and receive. Let your heart be filled with joyful expectation. Believe that you are worthy of all the goodness that is coming. Do not doubt. Do not shrink back. Do not fear that these things will be taken from you. For when I open a door, no one can shut it. Nothing can hinder the blessings that have been appointed for you. Prepare yourself for abundance. But don't just prepare materially. Prepare your soul. Don't let old limitations, scarcity thinking, or past anxieties hold you back. You are no longer living in lack. You are no longer struggling just to survive. You are entering a season of financial freedom, of unrestrained success, of a level of prosperity you've never experienced before. But my child, when you receive these things, remember, The blessings are not just for you to keep. Abundance comes not merely for your enjoyment, but so that you may be a light, so that you may help those around you, so that you may use your prosperity for a greater purpose. Be generous with what you have. Share love. Lift up those who are still in their waiting season, just as you once were. I want you to know this is not the end of the journey, but the beginning of a new chapter, a chapter brighter, fuller, and more abundant. Walk forward with bold faith. Move ahead with the confidence that all good things are waiting for you. This is your time, your breakthrough season. The moment where you not only succeed, but truly live in abundance. Not just materially, but in your soul, in your peace, and in your deepest joy. Can you feel it? Something beautiful is drawing near. A love that is whole, a sacred connection your heart has long yearned for. This is not a fleeting affection or a temporary bond. It is something far deeper, more genuine. A love like never before is on its way to you. A love not meant merely to fill the empty spaces within, but to heal, to restore, and to elevate you to a level of joy you have never experienced. Perhaps you've been hurt. Perhaps you've loved before, but were not loved back in the way you truly deserved. Perhaps you once placed your entire heart in someone's hands, only to be met with heartbreak. But my beloved, know this: the love you long for still exists. It hasn't disappeared. It has simply been waiting for the right moment to come to you in its most complete and sacred form. No more shallow relationships, no more fragile connections you have to struggle to hold on to. This time, love will come to you gently, naturally, as if it has always belonged to you. The people you are meant to meet, the relationships that will bring warmth and deep understanding, are already being aligned to enter your life. You don't need to search, and you don't need to chase. The souls meant to walk beside you will find you at the perfect moment and in the perfect setting that I have already prepared. You are worthy of a love that carries no wounds, no anxiety, no fear. You are worthy of a love that makes you feel safe, allows you to be fully yourself, and reminds you that you have never been alone. And this is not only about romantic love, it is about love in every form. You will encounter those who truly understand you, who see your worth and walk with you on a path full of light. Those who left, those who could not recognize your value, let them go. The ones who belong in your life will come, and they will stay. There is nothing you need to cling to, nothing you need to prove. True love does not require you to fight to keep it. It is a natural harmony, a sacred connection that nothing can break. The universe is orchestrating everything with divine perfection. What once seemed like coincidence, what once felt like aimless wandering, has all been guiding you to the place where you truly belong. Open your heart. Let your soul be free to receive. Don't let old wounds keep you from the new. Don't let fear make you hesitate when real love arrives. Don't shut the door of your heart because of the past. For what's coming is worth far more than everything you've lost. This is your time. No more endless waiting in hopelessness. No more pain endured in silence. This is the season of love, of joy, of deep peace that fills your soul. This is the moment when you step into fullness, where the emptiness fades and the feeling of being lost in life is replaced with a profound sense of belonging. This is the moment when all that is good finally comes to you in its truest and most complete form. Happiness is finding its way to you, not a fleeting moment of joy, not a passing sense of delight, but a lasting joy, a peace that nothing and no one can take away. The old anxieties are beginning to fade, the old wounds are slowly healing, and I want you to understand this deeply. You are not only loved, you are worthy of being loved in the most wholehearted, sacred, and complete way. Believe it, embrace it with joy and gratitude. Can you hear it? A divine fullness is approaching. A perfect alignment. A sacred moment where everything your soul has been longing for is finally being revealed. No more delays, no more trials, no more wondering if your prayers have been heard. I tell you this now. Everything you've been longing for has been approved. Every blessing that belongs to you has been appointed. The door is open. All you need to do is walk through it. No longer are the days when you must struggle in anxiety. No longer are the long nights where you question whether you are worthy of receiving good things. You don't have to convince anyone. You don't have to prove anything. Because what belongs to you has always been yours. The universe is at work. Every little detail of your life is being arranged to lead you to the place you are meant to be. The blessings have already been ordained, and no force can stand in the way. But my child, to truly step into this season of abundance, there is one thing you must do. Let go. Let go of the doubt still clinging to your heart. Let go of the fear that has held you back for far too long. Let go of the limitations you've placed upon yourself, the barriers you believe you cannot overcome. Allow every uncertainty to fade. Open your heart wide to receive all that is good. Live with a firm belief that you have already received. You don't need to wait any longer. You don't need to stumble in the dark. These are no longer distant promises. They are a present reality unfolding in this very moment. Everything is already complete. Everything you once thought was too hard, too far out of reach, is now becoming certain. Nothing stands between you and your blessing any longer. Say yes to receiving. Boldly declare within your heart that you are ready. Begin to walk not in fear, but in confidence, with full assurance that I am guiding your every step. Don't wait until you see with your physical eyes. Feel with your heart that your prayers have been answered, that prosperity, love, peace, and joy are already flowing through your life right now. Starting today, shift the way you speak, the way you think, the way you walk. Don't say I hope, say I know. Don't say I wish, say I believe. Don't just expect a miracle, prepare to receive it. Let your soul be filled with gratitude even before you see the wonders unfold. Because when you believe, when you receive, when you say yes, everything will begin to reveal itself in ways you never imagined. Rise with a strong spirit. Let your words overflow with faith. Say, "Thank you, God, for what is already mine." Offer your heart in gratitude from this very moment, because you have been blessed, you have been chosen, and you have stepped into a season of abundance that nothing can stop. Expect the miracle. Let yourself see the world no longer through eyes of doubt, but with a heart ready to witness the miraculous unfold. What was once delayed is now moving swiftly. Doors that were once shut are now opening with ease. What once seemed impossible is now being placed right into your hands. Walk in faith. Act as though you have already received. When you shift your mindset, you will see everything around you begin to shift as well. When you move with the certainty that goodness is coming, you will witness it appear in ways you never expected. Prepare to see your life transformed. Prepare to witness great things take place, not just small changes, not just minor improvements, but a complete turning point. Blessings won't come in trickles. They will pour out like rain, refreshing your soul. Success won't come in small portions. It will burst forth like a giant door flung wide open that no one can shut. Now, place your hand over your heart. Close your eyes and feel the transformation unfolding with every beat. Take a deep breath, and when you open your eyes, say yes. Say it boldly, say it with certainty, say it with power, because this is your moment. This is the moment you step into the fullness of what I have promised you. Say yes if you are ready. When your heart turns to me with full trust and sincere seeking, you will realize that I have never left your side, not even for a moment. I have not hidden myself from you, nor have I been silent to your prayers. I have always been here, waiting for you to return, waiting for you to open your heart to receive the eternal love I have for you. You don't need to search far and wide for me, for I have walked with you all along, in every breath, in every step, even in the moments you did not recognize my presence. There are times in life when you feel alone, lost in the chaos of the world. You may have asked, "Lord, do you hear me?" You may have felt as if every prayer dissolved into the void, as if no one was listening to your aching heart. But my beloved, listen deeply within your soul, for I have never left you. Even when you could not see me, even when you felt weak and directionless, I was holding you. I am the light that leads you through your darkest days. I am the gentle breath that soothes you when your spirit is weary. I am the deep peace within you, even when everything around you is in turmoil. I am not a distant God. I am not a vague concept or a deity too far above for you to reach. No, I am closer to you than anyone else. I see you when you fall. I hear you even when you cannot find the words to speak. You never have to search for me in vain, for I am right here, with you, within your very heart. Seek me with all your heart, and you will find me. Make me the center of your life. When you anchor yourself in me, everything else will naturally fall into place. When you seek me first, everything else you need will be given to you. Not because I want to control you, but because I long for you to walk in wholeness, in unshakable peace. Let me be the one who guides your life, and you will never have to walk in darkness again. You don't have to worry about the future. You don't need to fear what lies ahead. I am the Alpha and the Omega, the beginning and the end. I saw you before you were born, and I knew the plans for your life, even when you had no vision of them. Nothing in your life is random. Not a single tear you've shed is meaningless. Not a single trial you've faced has been wasted. Everything is woven into my perfect plan. Remember, I am not just the God of your joyful days, of your shining victories. I am also the God of your weakest moments, of the times you want to give up. I am the one who lifts you when you fall, the one who wipes your tears when you can't find the strength to stand. When you have no strength left, let me be your strength. When you don't know where to go, let me be your compass. When you are afraid, let me wrap you in my perfect peace. You don't have to walk alone. You don't have to carry everything on your small shoulders. Let me walk with you. Let me fight for you. Let me make a way when you can't see the road ahead. If you trust in me, if you surrender your worries and burdens to me, you will experience a freedom like never before. You will feel your soul grow lighter, your heart fill with joy, and your steps remain steady even when the storms rise. Say amen to declare this truth over your life. Let these words be more than just letters. They are a truth to be engraved in your heart. Let your faith be more than something you know in your mind. Let it be something you live out each day. Walk not in doubt, but in the firm belief that I am the one who holds you. Before stress takes hold of your soul, take a deep breath and return to me. Don't let anxiety dim the light within you. Don't let the pressures of life pull you away from the peace I've already prepared for you. Before anything wears you down, take a moment, a quiet moment, a sacred moment, to pray, to return to my presence. For when you place your heart in my hands, burdens are lifted, worries fade, and your soul is restored. You don't have to carry it all by yourself. You were never created to endure the pressure alone. I know there are days when it feels like the world has placed all its weight on your shoulders, piled up responsibilities, the expectations of others, challenges that seem impossible to escape. But my child, I want you to know, you don't have to fight this battle alone. Before fear and insecurity take the lead, remember that I am still here, still listening, still guiding you. Pause for a moment. Turn your heart toward me, and you will find the peace that the world cannot give. Before you speak words in anger, before emotions rise up and cause pain to yourself or others, pause and seek wisdom in me. There are times when you feel wronged, unheard, or wounded by what's happening around you. And I understand that there are moments when the fire of anger burns inside you, wanting to consume everything. But my beloved, remember that words carry power. They can build up or they can tear down. Let me guide you. Let me give you the wisdom to know when to speak, when to stay silent, when to walk away, and when to stand your ground. You don't always have to respond right away. You don't have to react with anger or from a place of hurt. Give every emotion to me. Let me turn your frustrations into patience, your wounds into forgiveness, your tears into healing. When you place me at the center of how you respond to life, you'll find that your emotions no longer control you. Instead, you are led by wisdom, by love, by my light. Before anxiety steals your peace, remember who is in control. When you face uncertainty, when you look to the future and see things beyond your grasp, you may feel afraid. You may wonder, what will happen next? Do I have the strength to endure? Will I face more loss? But my child, remember this. You don't need to have all the answers. You don't need to see everything ahead of time. For I am still on the throne. I am still working for your good, even when you cannot see it. Have you ever looked at the sky just before a storm? The dark clouds roll in, the wind rises fiercely, and you can sense that something frightening is about to happen. But then, the storm passes, the sky clears, and the light returns. That's how your life is as well. There will be storms, and there will be days filled with darkness and uncertainty. But remember this, you are not standing alone in the midst of the storm. I am there, in the howling winds, in the pouring rain, even in the moments when you feel like you're about to be overwhelmed. I never abandon you, and I will never leave you to face the trials on your own. Trust in me. Release the burdens you were never meant to carry. Don't let worry take hold of your heart. Don't let fear shape your identity. Don't let the unknown cloud your vision and make you forget that I am still guiding you. Good things are on their way, doors are still opening, and you do not need to fight through everything by yourself. Let your heart find stillness in me. Walk forward with the quiet assurance that every step you take is guarded. Every challenge you encounter holds a purpose, and every concern you carry already has an answer. I've prepared in advance. Let me be your refuge before the stress overtakes you, before anger rises, before anxiety takes hold. Let me be your strength, your place of peace, the one you trust without hesitation. When you surrender everything into my hands, you'll begin to see that life is no longer a heavy burden you have to carry alone. You'll move with more ease, speak with more love, and face each situation with calm and confidence, because you know I am in control and you have no reason to fear. Before you rush to solve everything on your own, before anxious thoughts blur your faith, take a moment. Give those burdens to me. You don't need to fight this battle alone. You don't need to navigate situations for which you have no answer. I am waiting for you to return, to trust me fully, to surrender completely into my care. Let me carry the weight, the fears, and the pressure that have worn you down. I know you've grown used to striving, used to being strong. You always want to find a way to stay in control, afraid that if you don't act immediately, everything might fall apart. But my beloved, I did not create you to live in constant stress and exhaustion. You were never meant to bear the weight of the world on your small shoulders. Remember, you have me, the Almighty One, the one who walks beside you, the one who will never leave you alone in your trials. Put your burdens into my hands. Allow me to do what you cannot. Don't let fear pull you into the spiral of anxiety. Don't let the unknown rob you of your peace. Let me act on your behalf. Let me open the doors you cannot open on your own. There are battles you do not need to fight, because I have already stepped in to fight for you. There are roads you don't need to struggle to find, because I have already cleared the path. Do you see now? When you try to walk through life alone, everything becomes too much. The weight of responsibilities, the pain of trials, and the fear of the unknown all begin to crush your spirit. But when you place your full trust in me, you'll find that everything becomes lighter. You won't feel the need to hold everything together by your own strength, because you'll know that I am guiding your way, working behind the scenes in ways you cannot yet see. Believe that I will uphold you. No matter how weak you feel or how convinced you are that you can no longer move forward, I will be your strength. When you are exhausted, I will lift you up. When you stumble, I will steady you. When you feel lost, I will be the light that guides your way. I do not promise that the path you walk will always be easy, but I do promise that you will never walk it alone. I will give you wisdom. In every decision that leaves you uncertain, in every direction that causes you hesitation, I will guide your steps. Do not fear making the wrong choice, and do not worry about losing your way. As long as you allow me to lead you, you will never be lost. Listen closely to my voice within your soul, and let my peace be the compass that directs you. When you face important decisions, take a moment to pause, to pray, and to seek me. I will whisper into your heart, and I will grant you the clarity to recognize the right path. You do not need to have all the answers right now, and you do not need to fully understand the plans I have prepared for you. All I ask is that you trust me. Trust that I am working all things together for your good, and you will begin to see everything unfold in ways far greater than you ever imagined. When you place your life fully in my hands, you no longer need to fear the future, because you can rest in the truth that your tomorrow is held by the one who loves you more than anything. Release your anxieties. Lay down the burdens you've been carrying for far too long. Let your heart be free from the weight and pressure that have drained your spirit. Live with a quiet confidence, knowing that you are not navigating this life on your own. Let me be the one who steers the ship of your life, and trust that I will lead you to the harbor of peace. Right now, say Amen to affirm this truth. Declare that you will no longer be ruled by fear, no longer fight your battles alone, and no longer allow worry to consume your soul. Walk forward in faith, knowing that I hold all things in my hands, and I will never let you fall. Place your hand over your heart. Close your eyes and let these words settle deep within you. Say Amen as a sacred vow, that from this moment on, you will live in complete trust. You will no longer let stress control you, nor let fear steal your joy. You will entrust everything to me and move forward with a peace that remains unshaken. I have heard the cries that rise from the depths of your soul. I have seen the tears you've shed in silence, unseen by others. But my beloved, do you not know? I do not only listen. I rejoice when you come to me, because the moment you turn back to me is the very moment I begin restoring what was broken within you. Everything you've lost, every wound you've carried, every pain you thought would never heal. I am touching it all now, gently, patiently, bringing a renewal that reaches the deepest places of your heart. I did not call you close just to leave you standing in the ruins of old sorrow. I did not seek you out so that you would continue carrying the burdens that have drained your strength. You are no longer chained to the wounds of your past, no longer wandering in loneliness, no longer imprisoned by the pain you once thought would never leave. No, my beloved, I have come to change everything. I am pulling you out of the darkness that once covered your soul, out of the days of sorrow, out of the disappointments and the sadness you have carried for far too long. I am calling you out of the rejection you once endured, out of the hurtful words that pierced your heart, out of the pain you have accepted as part of yourself. But, my child, you were not created to live in the shadows. You were not born to carry the burden of pain. You were made to live in the light, to walk in freedom, to experience the healing that only I can give. Let go of what once hurt you. Leave the past behind. I know you've grown familiar with those wounds, that you've lived with the pain so long it seems inseparable from who you are. But my beloved, I do not want you to live with a heart full of brokenness. I want you to be free. I want you to be happy, to walk in peace, to be filled with complete and overflowing joy. You may think the wounds within you are too deep, that the scars in your heart can never be erased. But remember, I am the healer. There is no wound I cannot reach. There is no pain I cannot soothe. There is no loss I cannot restore. When you place your trust in me, when you surrender every hurt into my hands, I will transform what you thought was dead. I will restore what you believed was lost forever. Look ahead and let my light guide you. I am bringing you out of the past, not so you can walk alone, but so you can walk with me. No more days of struggling in silence. No more moments of feeling abandoned. I am here, right beside you, and I will not leave you alone on this journey. Walk forward with the faith that you are no longer trapped in the old. Be bold in laying down every burden. Reach for the new things I have already prepared for you. You no longer have to live in fear. You no longer have to feel like you're not enough. You no longer have to worry that you are unworthy of my love. You are always worthy. You are always loved. You will always have a special place in my heart. Pause for a moment. Close your eyes and feel this. I am doing a new thing in you. I am lifting every sorrow off of you, opening a path of brightness before your eyes. I am not just healing you, I am restoring you completely. Everything that was once broken, I will make whole. Everything you once lost, I will return in full. Everything that once caused you pain, I will turn into a testimony of my goodness. I know you may feel afraid. I know you may hesitate, unsure of what lies ahead. But my child, trust me. Trust that I never call you out of one place without leading you into something better. Trust that if I am pulling you out of the darkness, it is because I am bringing you into the light. There is nothing in you that is too far for me to reach, no wound too deep that I cannot heal, no pain I cannot turn into beauty. Believe that I am at work in you right now, in this very moment. Place your hand over your heart, take a deep breath, and let these words sink into your soul. You no longer belong to the darkness. You are no longer a victim of pain. You are no longer bound by what has passed. You are the one who is healed, the one who is restored, the one who is loved fully, deeply, and eternally. Walk in the new freedom I have given you. Hold your head high, smile, and know that you are stepping into a journey filled with blessings. Believe that good things are coming, that peace is filling your soul, that you are standing in protection, in love, in my endless grace. There will always be voices rising up, demanding impossible things from you. They expect you never to make mistakes, never to stumble, never to show weakness, even as they themselves carry the weight of their own imperfections. They want you to be perfect in every step, every word, every choice, forgetting that you too are human, that you too are on a journey of growth and becoming. They may scrutinize, they may criticize, but my beloved, those things do not define you. You were not born to please everyone. You do not have to bend your back trying to meet the harsh expectations others have placed upon you. The standards of this world cannot dictate the path you are meant to walk. Their judgments hold no power over your life. You do not belong to them. You belong to me. And there is only one thing you need to care about: walking in the plan I have laid out for you. Lay down the invisible pressures that are weighing on your shoulders. Do not let the words of others steal your peace. Do not let their careless opinions suffocate the joy I have placed within you. Do not let their criticism make you doubt your worth. You do not have to be perfect to be loved. You do not have to be flawless to be accepted, because in my eyes you are always worthy, even when you fall, even when you feel weak, even as you are still learning how to become better. They may not understand you, they may not see the whole picture of your life, but I do. I have seen you from the very beginning. I know what you've been through. I know the dreams you carry in your heart. I know the quiet battles you are facing. And my child, only my voice is truth. Every other judgment is just a passing wind, powerless unless you let it rule your heart. There are those who look at you and only see mistakes, but I look at you and see potential, see light, see someone who is being transformed day by day. Some may remember every time you failed, but I remember your faithfulness. I remember the moments you tried, you endured, you didn't give up. I do not see you through the lens of your past. I see you through the lens of love, of mercy, of boundless compassion. And I tell you this, you do not have to be perfect to walk in my plan. You are not the product of judgment. You were not created to live in fear of what others think. Your life is not meant to please everyone around you. I did not create you to endlessly chase after the approval of this world. You were born to live in freedom, to walk in grace, to live a life filled with love, peace, and purpose. Remember this: what others think of you is not more important than what I think of you. And I say, you are precious. You are chosen. You are loved. You are not a mistake. You are not a failure. You are not what they have tried to label you as. You are my child, created with a great purpose, born to do great things. So let go of the burden of judgment. Let criticism wash away like waves breaking upon the shore. Rise up, lift your head high, and remember that you are not walking to please people, but to glorify me. Focus on your path, on what I am calling you to do, on the beautiful things that await you ahead. I am calling you to live a life unchained by the expectations of this world. I want you to be free, to feel true joy without worrying about what others may think. Do not let the scrutinizing eyes make you forget that you are a beloved creation, a person of worth, a soul blessed to walk in the light. Hold fast to your faith. Believe that I am doing a good work in you. Remember that I am transforming you day by day, shaping you into my image, leading you into better things. Do not let anyone take that faith away from you. Breathe deeply. Let the pressure melt away. Walk forward with the confidence that you do not need to be perfect to be loved. You only need to be yourself. A person I have created with unconditional love. From now on, let your heart be free. Walk with joy, with peace, and with the firm assurance that you do not belong to the meaningless judgments of the world. You belong to me, and I will always be with you, to lead you, to protect you, and to love you without end. My dear child, in this vast world there are countless paths, countless choices, countless turns you could take. But I say to you, there is only one true path, one road that leads to abundant, everlasting life. A road that not only brings you out of the darkness, but brings you into true freedom, deep joy, and unshakable peace. This world will tell you there are many ways, many paths to find meaning in life. They will lead you down roads that promise happiness, but leave you empty. Paths that seem full of light, but are only illusions. But my beloved, there is only one gate, only one true way, and that way is me. Come close to me, and you will see that everything you've longed for, everything you've ever searched for, everything you've ever hoped for, is waiting for you in my embrace. Not fleeting happiness, not empty promises, but eternal joy. A joy that doesn't depend on circumstances, a joy unbound by time. Come close to me and you will find a peace that nothing in this world can give. A peace that surpasses all understanding, a peace that remains even when you face the storm, that stands firm even in your hardest days. This peace is not like the peace the world tries to offer, because it isn't shaken by what's happening around you. When you are in me, though the world trembles, though trials come, you can still stand firm. For the peace I give is not just a feeling, it is a promise, a protection, a certainty that cannot be taken from you. Come close to me, and you will find a love that has never changed. A love that is unconditional, unfading, not based on your success or failure. My love for you is not like the love of the world, for it doesn't depend on what you do or don't do. I love you not because you are perfect, but because you are mine. Have you ever felt like you had to strive in order to be loved? Like you weren't good enough or worthy enough to receive love? I want to tell you that you don't need to prove your worth before me. You don't have to earn love, because I have loved you long before you even knew me. My love for you is abundant, unconditional, and unshakable. Even when you are weak, even when you stumble, even when you lose your way, I still love you. There is nothing in your past that can make me love you less, and nothing in your future that can cause me to leave you. Let my love become the solid foundation upon which you stand. Let it heal you, transform you, and renew you day by day. When you truly grasp that you are fully and deeply loved, fear will no longer hold you captive. You will no longer be weighed down by pain, nor will you be haunted by the question of whether you are enough. My love is not merely a promise. It is a living reality that you can walk in and experience each and every day. Though the world around you may shift and change, though chaos may erupt and uncertainty may close in on every side, be steadfast. Stand firm like a rock against the fiercest waves. Do not let your soul be swept away by the fleeting, the doubtful, or the deceptive voices that try to draw you off course. Hold tightly to my truth, for only my truth can be the sure foundation upon which your life will remain unshaken. This world may confuse you with its noise, with its countless invitations and illusions of wide, promising roads that, in the end, lead only to dead ends. There will be times when you face hard decisions, moments when you truly don't know which direction to take, and in those moments uncertainty may begin to overshadow your faith, and lies may creep into your heart, making you question your own worth. But my beloved, do not let the instability of this world shake you. Hold on to integrity, to righteousness, to faithfulness, for these are the lamps that will guide your path through the darkness. Do not let your heart mislead you in the decisions you make. You cannot anchor your trust in emotions, because emotions shift, they sway, and they are often shaped by external circumstances. There will be moments when you feel full of joy, and others when you are weary and uncertain. At times you will feel strong and confident, and at other times you may feel lost in confusion. But my truth does not change. The principles I have set do not bend with time or with circumstance. Do not allow fleeting emotions to determine the direction of your life. Let my truth be your foundation. Ask yourself, what are you building your life upon? If you build it on success, on the applause of the world, it will tremble when hardship comes. If you build it on the approval of others, it will collapse when rejection arrives. If you build it on your own accomplishments, it will easily be swept away in the storm. But if you build your life on my promises, on my truth, on my love and guidance, you will remain standing even when the storms rage and the trials surround you. You don't need to have all the answers. You don't need to see the full picture right now. From where I stand, I see everything. I see what you cannot see. I know what you do not know. I see the full landscape of your life, from your first breath to the day you complete your journey. I see the goodness that has yet to be revealed, the doors that are opening, though you haven't noticed them yet, and the paths that are forming even in the places where you believe there is no way forward. You may not know what the future holds, but you know the one who holds your future. When you allow me to lead, when you surrender every decision into my hands, you can walk forward without fear. You can be confident that every step you take is guided by love, by wisdom, by the peace that only I can give. Listen to my voice. Let your heart be turned toward me in every decision. Do not chase after the wisdom of the world. Do not let the words of others sway you. Let me be your compass, your lighthouse in the stormy sea, the light that guides your path through the dark days. Pause right now. Take a deep breath and let your soul be still. You don't have to search far. I am right here, closer than you think. You don't have to carry everything on your own. You don't have to make every decision alone. Place your hand in mine. Let me guide you. Let me take you to the place you were called to belong. No matter where you are, no matter what situation you're in, remember that I always see you, I always know what you need, and I am always working for your good. There is not a single moment when my eyes are not upon you, not a single second that you walk alone. Walk forward with unwavering trust. Walk in peace. Believe that you are not lost, not abandoned, not left to figure things out on your own in a world full of uncertainties. You are being led by the one who sees all, knows all, and loves you more than anything. Let my truth become the solid rock upon which you build your life. Walk with the assurance that even if you don't know what comes next, you know the one who leads the way. Entrust everything into my hands, and you will see that each of your days is woven into a perfect plan, a plan that never fails. My beloved child, listen closely. I know what you've been through. I see the questions stirring in your heart. I understand the fears you haven't yet spoken aloud. You may be standing at a turning point where you must choose between what is easy and what is right. You may be afraid that if you walk the path of integrity, you'll lose something. Maybe someone's approval, maybe a relationship, an opportunity, or something you've held on to for so long. But my child, do not be afraid. On the journey you are walking, there is no lack, only abundance. When you choose truth, you never lose. You are never shortchanged. You may feel that something has been taken from you, but my beloved, I never leave you empty-handed. What leaves your life are only the things that no longer belong to you. What you lose is not what I have set aside for you in my good plan. Even in moments when you feel empty, trust that I am preparing to fill you. I am your provider. I am the one who ensures that you lack nothing on the path I've called you to walk. You do not need to cling to what is old, for something new is coming. You do not need to grieve what has gone, because something far greater awaits you. But I also know that when you choose to walk the path of righteousness, not everyone will understand. There will be those who do not accept your decision. There will be whispers, disapproving looks, resistance from those who cannot see what you see. They may not understand why you are taking this path, why you are giving up things they believe you should hold on to. But do not let their reactions cause you to falter. Do not let the fear of how others see you turn you away from the truth. Do not let the words of the world bind your soul. Entrust everything to me, the misunderstandings, the judgments, the things that wound you. Place them all in my hands. Let me be your defender, the one who speaks for you, the one who proves that you have chosen rightly. You do not need to argue. You do not need to explain. You do not need to strive to be understood. Because you do not live to please people. You live to follow my will. You may feel alone. There may be moments when it seems you're walking this path by yourself. But you are not alone. You have me. You have my guidance. You have my love surrounding you. Let that be enough. Do not let fear restrain your soul. Do not let the fear of opposition cause you to lose sight of your purpose. You do not need to live according to anyone's expectations but mine. You were not created to chase the approval of the world, but to walk in the freedom of truth. Lift them up in prayer. Those who do not understand you, those who oppose you, those who have hurt you. Do not let the pain turn into bitterness. Do not let your heart be filled with resentment. Let me do my work in their hearts. You cannot change anyone's heart, but I can. Pray for them with love, with forgiveness, with patience. But my beloved, even as you pray for them, you must also guard your own heart. Do not let the whispers of the world sow doubt within you. Do not let the negative words shake your resolve. Do not let the quiet voices in your mind cause you to question your decisions. Hold firm to your faith. Hold firm to the belief that you are walking the right path. Do not let the fleeting things of this world cause you to forget the eternal truth you are holding on to. Do not let the waves of resistance turn you around, for you are no longer a child tossed about by the current. You are one destined to walk the path I have set before you. When you remain steadfast in faith, when you keep walking without being swayed by what others say, you will see that you are not only standing firm in yourself, but you are becoming a light to those around you. Those who once doubted you, who once opposed you, one day they will see the light within you. They will see that you are walking in peace, in joy, in a steadiness they do not possess. And they will begin to wonder, what gives you that? And you know what? Through you, they will begin to seek me. You don't need to argue with them. You don't need to prove anything. Just keep living in truth. Just keep walking in faith. And you yourself will be the evidence of your choice. So, my beloved, do not be afraid. Do not fear loss, for you are not losing anything. You are simply opening your heart to receive something greater. Do not fear the opposition of others, for nothing in this world can shake you when you are standing firm in me. My child, let your trust be placed fully in me, and you will see my hand move in your life in wondrous ways beyond anything your mind could imagine. When you surrender completely to me, you will not only sense my guidance, but witness my living presence pouring out blessings upon you. Goodness beyond your expectations. I will not only uphold you in your weakness, but I will open the gates of heaven and pour over you abundance and eternal grace. I am not the one who gives sparingly, nor do I offer you just enough to get by. No, I am the God of abundance, the God of fullness, the one who turns the desert into green pastures and makes a single drop into a rushing river. When you trust in me, your life will be enlarged not only in provision, but in peace, in joy, and in deep meaning. What I give you does not stop at sufficiency, but becomes in endless flow, ever expanding, ever growing. Perhaps you once believed that joy came only through achievements, through what you could see or touch. But I want you to understand that true blessings do not come from this world. They come from me, the Creator of all things. Gold may be lost, riches may fade, but what I give you holds eternal value. You will receive wisdom instead of confusion, peace in the midst of storms, and strength even when you feel your weakest. The gifts I give cannot be measured by any human standard, for they do not merely fill your hands, they fulfill your soul. My child, do not be afraid when the world tries to make you doubt. Do not let the anxieties or the visible lack cause you to turn away from me, for I am faithful, and my promises never change. When you walk in darkness, I will be the light upon your path. When you feel lost, I will be the compass that leads you home. When you are weak, I will lift you up. When you fall, I will reach out and catch you. I am not a distant God. I am the one always near, always waiting for you to return with an open heart. The abundance I give is not like the abundance of the world. It is not something that fades with time. It is not fame or power that men chase after. It is not something that can be seen with eyes or judged with ears. It is the fullness of the soul, the peace that money cannot buy, the joy that no one can steal from you. It is the overflow that comes from my very presence in your life. And when you open your heart to receive it, you will see that what I have for you is more precious than all the treasures of this world. Do you know, my child, when you place your heart fully in me, the boundaries you once believed to be unbreakable will be shattered. You will witness wonders unfold even in the darkest of moments. Doors that once seemed firmly closed will suddenly open, and walls you thought were immovable will come crumbling down. Life will spring forth in places that once felt desolate, and hope will take root in the driest of deserts. You will not only receive blessings, you will become a vessel of blessing for those around you. You will see my hand move in your life in ways beyond anything you could ever compare or imagine. So, my beloved, open your heart wide before me. Walk in faith and let your trust become the firm foundation upon which I can build your life according to my perfect plan. Do not worry about tomorrow, for I am the one who holds tomorrow in my hands. Do not fear lack, for I am the giver of all abundance. Do not let what you see with your natural eyes cause you to forget the greater things I am accomplishing in the unseen. Those who trust in me will never be forsaken. Those who seek me will never be left empty-handed. Are you ready to receive the abundance I have prepared for you? Are you ready to embrace blessings without limit, far beyond what you have ever asked for or imagined? If you believe, if you are willing to open your heart and welcome me fully in, you will see your life transformed in ways that surpass your wildest dreams, and in that moment, you will come to understand that my blessings do not simply fill your hands, they fill your soul with eternal joy and a fullness of life that nothing else can replace. My dearly loved child, be ready, for a new chapter in your life is unfolding. I am clothing you with new garments, not merely outward ones, but garments of virtue, honor, and divine grace. This is more than just a change in appearance. It is a mark of transformation, a sign that you have been cleansed, restored, and prepared for a new journey, a sacred mission that far exceeds what you have ever envisioned. Lift your eyes and see, for I am placing a crown of honor upon your head. Not a crown bestowed by man, but one that comes from me alone. This crown is not merely a symbol of victory, but a seal of divine calling. You are not a wanderer without direction, nor are you forgotten. I have called you by name, I have anointed you, and I have set you apart for a great and glorious purpose. So rise with courage, walk in confidence, for you are not alone. You are not an orphan drifting through life. You are an heir to the wonders I have prepared. Let your spirit be lifted, and let your heart be filled with joy and unwavering trust. That which once bound you in chains, I will break. That which held back your steps, I will remove. No barrier can remain standing when my light shines upon you. Any path that has been closed before you, I will open anew. Do not worry about the doors that have shut, for I am the one who holds the keys to every door. When I open, no one can shut. When I give, no one can take away. Can you see it now? The obstacles you once thought were insurmountable, the trials that once caused you to fall, they will no longer hold power over you. I will turn the weight that once pressed you down into the very foundation from which you rise. Your pain will become strength. Your tears will become pearls of wisdom. No darkness can overcome the light I pour upon you. No obstacle can stand when I speak a word. You belong to me. You are kept in my care and blessed by my hand. Every plan formed against you will come to nothing, and every unseen chain that once bound your soul will be broken. I did not create you for a life of mediocrity, nor will I allow you to be swept away by the storms of doubt and fear. I am the one who leads you, who goes before you, and who protects you from traps you cannot yet see. So, my child, be strong and trust in me. I am not one who makes promises and fails to fulfill them. I am not one who sends you into battle only to leave you on your own. No. I will walk with you. I will fight for you, and you will witness my glory revealed in your life. The dreams you carry deep within you, the prayers you've whispered in silence, the longings you thought were forgotten, I have heard them all. I have seen your tears. I have watched you in the moments when you thought you couldn't go on. But remember this, my child. Not one of your tears is without meaning. Every pain you've endured has purpose. Every trial holds significance. You are being refined. You are being prepared. Never believe that the waiting is wasted, for even in the waiting, I am working. What is coming will exceed all your expectations. Doors you never imagined will open, and paths you once thought impossible will unfold before you. You will no longer need to knock in vain, for I myself will lead you to the place where you truly belong. Remember, your past has no power to define your worth. Your mistakes, your sorrows, your missteps, they do not determine who you are, for it is my love that forms your identity. Do not let what has passed imprison you in guilt or regret. Do not allow old wounds to become the chains that keep you from moving forward. The past is but a chapter already written, and you are not meant to stay trapped in its pages. Let me write the rest of your story with mercy, with hope, and with the new things I am ready to bring into your life. My beloved child, walk forward with confidence and determination, for I am with you in every step you take. There is no power in this world that can defeat you when you rest in me. No darkness can overshadow the light I have placed within you, and no trial can bring you down when you know that I am the one who lifts you up. I never promised the road would always be smooth, but I did promise that you would never walk it alone. When challenges arise, I will be your strength. When storms rage around you, I will be your shelter. When you feel lost and uncertain, I will be the light that guides your way. So do not hesitate. Do not let doubt cause you to falter. Do not look back with sorrow, but look ahead with hope. Fix your eyes on me. Let your heart be rooted in my wisdom and love. When you place your trust fully in me, I will lead you, protect you, and open doors you never imagined could open. What once seemed impossible will become possible. The dreams you thought had withered will come alive again. What was lost will be restored with a fullness only I can provide. Stand firm, my child. Do not let hardship discourage you or trials turn you away from the path I have laid before you. Perseverance does not mean you will never grow tired. It means you understand that your strength comes from beyond yourself. Do not let the voices of fear and anxiety rule your mind. Do not let the world cause you to question my faithfulness, for I am the one who never changes. I have been with you since before you knew me, and I will remain with you forever. Nothing can separate you from my love. Nothing can make me give up on you. Let your soul find rest in my peace. I know this world is filled with unrest. Worries and uncertainties can leave you feeling shaken and unsteady, but you do not have to carry these burdens alone. I want you to know that no matter what happens, I am holding you in my hand. My peace is unlike the peace the world offers. It is not dependent on your circumstances or on what your eyes can see. It is a deep inner rest, a steadfast calm that remains even when everything around you seems to tremble. My child, my love for you is not shallow, not fragile, not fleeting. It runs deeper than you could ever comprehend. It does not change with time, and it is not diminished by your failures. It is an eternal love, a love written in sacrifice, a love proven in every moment I have faithfully kept watch over you. Do not ever doubt that you are loved. Do not ever believe that you are unworthy. I have chosen you, called you by name, and placed you in my divine plan long before you were born. You are not a mistake, not a coincidence. You are a creation formed with purpose, and I have prepared a great journey for you. I long to dwell in your heart. I desire to walk with you through every moment and every breath of your life. I do not want to be just a part of your story. I want to be the very center of it. When you invite me in, I will not only change your circumstances, but I will also transform who you are. I will renew your mind, heal the deepest wounds of your soul, and turn barren places into gardens overflowing with fruitfulness. I will turn your tears into songs of praise. My chosen one, remember that you do not walk this path alone. You do not fight in your own strength. You have been called to walk in light, in power, and in the anointing I have placed upon you. When you choose me and open your heart to receive me, I will do great and marvelous things in your life, things far beyond your understanding, far greater than the dreams you have ever held in your heart. So, my beloved, let me lead you. Let me transform you from the inside out. Let me take you to places you could never reach on your own. Trust in me, for I will never leave you. Walk in peace, in confidence, and in joy overflowing, because I am the one who called you, and what I have begun in you I will surely complete. Blessings are waiting for you. Glory lies ahead of you, and yes, I will walk beside you until you step into the fullness I have prepared for your life. Now lift your prayer to me. Lord, I do not want to live an ordinary life. I know you have placed within me a great calling, a destiny that only I can fulfill. Please give me the courage to walk boldly into the purpose you have ordained for me. Do not let me be held back by the opinions of others or the doubts within myself. Today I choose to walk in my divine destiny, fully confident that you are with me every step of the way. Lord, I know that today is not an ordinary day, but a divinely appointed moment. You have opened before me a new door, a path that you yourself have prepared. But Lord, please grant me the courage to step into this new season, to not fear the unknown. Help me cast aside all doubt so I can boldly reach for the destiny you have ordained for me. I surrender myself fully into your hands. Dear Father, open the eyes of my spirit so I may see the opportunities that are coming from you. Do not let me miss this moment because of fear or hesitation. Grant me the wisdom to discern what is truly from you and what is merely an illusion. Help me clearly distinguish your voice amidst the noise of the world. Today, I desire to walk in the clarity that only you can give. I trust in your divine guidance. Lord, I know that every good thing you have prepared is waiting for me ahead. Yet at times I am held back by fear. Help me overcome self-doubt and break free from the limits I have placed upon myself. Fill my heart with courage so I will not shrink back, but step boldly into the beautiful plan you have for me. Today, I reject fear. I choose faith, and I choose to obey you. Dear Father, I feel a shift taking place within my soul, a fresh wind blowing through my life. The dreams I thought were shattered, the hopes that seemed extinguished, today I place them all into your hands. Please restore what I have lost and heal the deep wounds in my heart. Help me let go of the past and walk boldly into the future you have prepared. I believe the season of healing and restoration has come. Lord, I know that miracles do not only come to those who wait, but to those who dare to believe and act. Please grant me a faith greater than my doubts, a strong conviction to declare that blessings belong to me. Help me not only wait for good things to come, but also actively take hold of them with unwavering trust. Today I step into the season of abundance and release that you have promised. Heavenly Father, there are things that have bound me for far too long. Anxiety, insecurity, old wounds, negative words. Today I refuse to let them hold me back any longer. Help me break every chain that's hindering me so I may walk in the fullness of your grace. I declare that I am a victor, no longer a victim of my circumstances. I have been set free to enter a new season of my life. Lord, I know that walking alone leads to being lost, but when I walk with you, I will never be afraid. Please give me steady feet to walk the path you've prepared. Help me not lean on my own understanding, but fully trust in your guidance. Even if I cannot see it all clearly, I know you have orchestrated everything perfectly. Today I choose to walk with you. Dear Father, I sense that heavenly provision is on its way. Help me prepare my heart to receive this blessing with gratitude and wisdom. Do not let me hold tightly to what you've given, but teach me to use it to expand your kingdom and to bless those in need. I know that you do not give me just enough, but more than enough, so that I may be a source of blessing to many. I offer this prayer in the holy name of Jesus Christ. Amen. If you love the Lord, don't forget to hit subscribe and turn on notifications so you won't miss any of these life-giving, powerful messages from God. Together, we will grow in faith and live a life fulfilled in His love. Amen.